On MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Milwaukee Brewers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Freddie Peralta.
This guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, Boog. He's the type of guy, if he's not having a good day, he'll go out there and just wear it. No matter what happens, his starts tend to be less demanding on the bullpen.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Parker Meadows. That one outside. And away we go this afternoon. Late with the swing there.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's a little high. Now 3-1. And a big swing and a miss. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. That's through there for a strike. Peralta, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Move to first, and he dives back in safely.
As a pitcher, you don't want to throw him get-me-over fastballs just for strikes. You really need to command your pitches to this guy at the plate.
Here comes the 0-1.
No. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one missed. Meadows gets his lead at first with nobody out. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Riley Green. And that one is inside.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1-1.
Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 3-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Next is the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Carpenter tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Earl Hendricks. Swings through that one for strike two.
No
He's trying to stay
ball.
away from
Two
this
strikes.
lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Kicks and fires. And one and two.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in
Ball
the
two.
zone because that's where you get hurt.
2-2.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the air, right field. Chorio on his way over. Makes the grab, one down. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. Seeing plenty of left-handed bats in this lineup against a righty on the hill.
Yeah, they're looking to ambush, and you wonder if it's going to lead to a big game for him or not. Certainly, it's a nice boost of confidence to think you can get to that pitcher on the mound with all those lefties in the lineup, and with that extra split second they have to react. We'll see how it shakes out here.
Matt
Ball,
Vierling
that's down.
at the plate now. That's ball one. And that one fouled off. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Not
2-1.
even close there. And a count 2-1. There's a strike at the knees. And it remains 2-2. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Two gone now.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
2 outs, base is empty. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And now it's even up. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. That one at 95, missed up top. Now 2 balls and a strike. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
Outside, and that
Take
is
your
ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So a man aboard, and up next for Detroit, Jace Young. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike. Outside.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Makes the catch, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Milwaukee, and today's starter, Tarik Skubal. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singy.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Out towards left center. Meadows. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Christian Yelich, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And that is out of play. That one 95 to finish him off. And now it's William Contreras. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The relay throw in there safely.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So runner at second, 2 down. Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. Fought off foul.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
And that drops in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And ball 1. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Milwaukee leaves 1. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at American Family Field, at the plate, Jake Rogers.
Let's do this, Brewers.
Peralta back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
The 1-1. Next offering misses down and away.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. And a foul ball. One out, base is empty. Swings through that.
0-2.
Next pitch inside, and the count is 1-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers. The walk and a run scored his first time. And that's fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing here this half. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Tigers 3 and the Brewers nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's going to be Sal Frelick. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. To first, and a quick out, number 1. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. And that one pulled foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Next for Milwaukee, Oliver Dunn. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. And first offering is fouled off. That one way inside. Fights it off. He'll see another. Dunn at second with 2 down. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Stays alive.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at-bat alone. Really making him work out there.
That
Ball
misses
3.
the zone, and that's ball 3.
Full count.
Gets a piece and stays alive. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Tigers 3 and the Brewers nothing. And we're back onto the 3rd inning. Here's Gleyber Torres. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
0-1.
Well, these Tigers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Green takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one back there. Makes the catch, gliding onto the warning track.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Carpenter batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That's down and in. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter does. Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Vierling. Struck out swinging his 1st time.
Ball too high.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Freeland settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. Tigers leave 1, but they lead at 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Up now for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. And first offering is fouled off. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Jackson Chourio getting ready to hit. That one outside, 1-0. Strike on the inside corner.
Man, that pitch was
one
dotted.
strike.
So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And a rope into center field, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Now it's Christian Yelich. Went down on strikes his first time through. A little bit high. And that is ball one.
1-0. Steer-ride.
That one fouled off. Chorio leads off first with one away. Good eye in that spot.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And now it's filled up.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Swing and a miss, and Skubal gets the strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike three, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates.
No.
These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. And now it's 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Man at second. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
That misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Garrett Mitchell now at the plate. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Milwaukee, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Colt Keith. First pitch misses. Keith, in his 2nd season, 23 years old. And he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. And another ball. In there at the knees, and it's 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Bounce to the right side. Terang. Over to first.
He's out.
That's the first out in the top of the fourth. And next up for the Tigers, Jace Young. Fly to left his first time. And takes low for ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Strike one.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 2-2.
2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one ripped left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
One out, runner at second. Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. Struck out swinging his first time.
Ball.
Off the plate inside, and it's 1-0. Runner at second here, one gone. And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-1.
ball,
Activity in
strike.
the bullpen. Ryan Hudson getting loose out there. Ashby getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
And next to hit for Detroit, Trey Sweeney. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Let's go, Bruce.
Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Here's a 2-0. And a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Rip towards third. Fires over to Hoskins. That ends the frame. 1 left for Detroit as the lead remains 3-1. Back here at American Family Field. Bottom 4. Here's the left fielder, Sal Frelick. And that one wrapped foul.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the #1 and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too. And I'd love to hit against that. But, of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up, sort of like reverse psychology.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
Hey.
That one finds the zone.
0-1.
That's strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And that is out of play. The Brewers trailing by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that pitch right there
that
didn't
hit
even
him.
sniff the
First
zone.
base.
He was all out of whack on that delivery.
Oliver Dunn up now for the Brewers. Doubled his first time. Right through there for a strike.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
In the air, left side. Green makes the grab. 2 down. Now it's the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Tap foul at the plate. Hoskins off of first with 2 away. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No ball. 2 strikes. That's a ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Misses.
No, that's
The
it.
count now 2-2. And there's a ball.
3-2, 2 out,
Full
runner
count.
on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Bryce Terang in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
This is Bryce Terang. He's 0 for 1. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And a count 1-2. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Up the middle. And that one handled. That ends the inning. So they strand a pair. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Tigers 3 and the Brewers 1. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the center fielder, Parker Meadows. Peralta back to work. Strike on the outside. 0-1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's one down. Here's Gleyber Torres. He's already homered here in this one. And that one is inside, ball one. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. There's a strike.
1-1.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
1-2.
On the ground right side. And he handles it himself for the out. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That does it for Freddie Peralta. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Brian Hudson.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Two outs, base is empty. And up next for Detroit, Riley Green. A homer, and he's flied to left.
Here we go, Brewers. Here we go.
There's a swing and a miss. Two outs, base is empty.
1-1.
Swing and a foul straight back. Got it. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Tigers fail to make any noise, but they still lead it 3-1. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And now Jackson Chourio. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Well, these Brewers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich. Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run. And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Contreras up to hit for the third time as he
1
lays
ball,
off
no
inside,
strike.
ball one. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That pitch clips the outside corner. And the count 1-1. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch.
No,
keep
that's
the
a
at-bat
ball.
alive.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 3. Cut on and miss, struck him out at 98. And Milwaukee is set down in order. Brewers go down quietly. Score holds. It's 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the DH, Kerry Carpenter. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Nick Mears up and loosening in the pen.
Come on, Brewers.
That clips the corner. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Vierling stands in now and watches strike 1.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
That's a strike, and the count 1-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Keith in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. 3 up, 3 down for him there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Tigers 3 and the Brewers 1. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the 6th. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1. Tigers bullpen with some action. Will Vest getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Foley, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Strike 3 struck him out for the 3rd time today.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And stepping in is the speedy Sal Frelick. That one clips the outside corner, 0-1. One down, base is empty. Fouled off. He was late.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Outside with a breaking ball. 2 outs. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. On the ground to short. Sweeney whips it across. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nobody left for Milwaukee, and they still trail it here 3-1. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Aaron Ashby.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Jace Young up now for the Tigers. 1 for 2. And a foul ball. Ashby, a 6-1 lefty. He features a sinker, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider.
Ball.
The next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Back up the, oh, that got him. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Rogers in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate.
Ball, no.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
There's the strike. 95 of that one. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Outside.
3-1.
Next offering is fouled back. 1 down, base is empty. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And it gets by him. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
One out, runner at second. Trey Sweeney up now for the Tigers. And that's in for a strike.
Here we go, Brewers. Here we go.
1-1.
In the dirt.
Go back to Detroit.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Come on, Milwaukee.
Way out front for strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to
Ball,
it.
no.
Just missing there. Full count
Full
now.
count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He's set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Next to hit, Parker Meadows.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
In there for strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
Double play ball to second. in plenty of time to first, and that's an out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. Riley Green, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
2 outs. In the air to left, down the line. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. So the Tigers leave them loaded, and the score stays 3-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Will Vest.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Oliver Dunn up now for the Brewers. And that misses. And that's ball 1. And that's outside. That's inside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
There's a strike, 3-1. And that is low for ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Next for the Brewers, Joseph Ortiz. He is struck out and he is walked. Hit in the air, center field. Meadows sizes this one up. And there's one down. Next for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Ball outside. Throw to second. Great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Tying run at the plate. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. Got the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. 1 for 3. And that one upstairs, ball 1. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Line drive, base hit into center field. Around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Will Vest gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Tyler Holton on to pitch here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
2 outs. Runner on first. Here comes Christian Yelich. Step off throw to first. And he just got his hand in there.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Knee high. That's in for a strike.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
Chorio, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runner takes off. Pitch
Ball.
misses. Throws. Save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. And fouled off. And a swing and a miss. They limit the damage here.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jared Koenig.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game leading off. Kerry Carpenter.
Let's go, Milwaukee.
First
Ball, that's
pitch,
too
and he
low.
just misses. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Yoel Payams appears to be getting loose. Into center and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now the right fielder, Matt Vierling. Squirts away a little bit. Not in time. He's safe. And now a man into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
And another ball. Runner in scoring position,
No
nobody
strike.
out. And we're in the top of the 8th. And it is 2-1. And he pumps it a strike. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Now, Colt Keith. That one pulled foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging. And next up for the Tigers, Jace Young. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Now here is Jake Rogers.
1-0.
That's outside. Ball 1. Just
Touchdown, ball 2.
missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Next
Ball
one
3.
misses. Ball 3.
At this point in the game,
No
you
strike.
cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Trey Sweeney up next for the Tigers. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swung on, belted. Into the corner, but foul. Two on, 2 outs. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. 2 outs, and they're all
Take your
loaded
base.
up.
Ball 4.
Oh, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
And next to hit for Detroit, Trey Sweeney. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That pitch gets the corner, and that's strike 2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That one to first. Hoskins handles the chance. Takes it himself. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. So they get out of the bases loaded jam without any damage, and that does it for the inning. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Tigers 3 and the Brewers 2. And we're back. And here's the catcher, William Contreras. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
That
Ball
one
one.
misses. 1-1. And that's
Ball.
down and away. Looking to get the tying run on base. Misses, and it's 3-2.
That's a really good take.
Got him! And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And the batter now, Garrett Mitchell. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. This one's got a chance. And it's off the wall. Around second now, going for 3. The relay, he's safe, and that's a triple off the wall.
Well, he's been having a hard time just putting the ball in play in this one, so that should help soften the blow. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
One down, runner at third. Now the left fielder, Sal Frelick. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a foul out of play.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
The tying run is 90 feet away. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tyler Holton won't go any further, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. New pitcher for the Tigers, Jason Foley.
And he may only have to face one batter in this spot. At least that's what they're hoping as he tries to strand that runner at third. Big spot here.
And here is Hoskins. First offering misses badly for ball 1. With the tying run at third, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one found hard the other way. There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Yoel Payamps.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Parker Meadows. 0 for 3 in this one. And fires in a fastball at 95. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Tyler Alexander, the left-hander, up and throwing. Number 77, also throwing. And he drops it down the third baseline. And it goes just foul.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Fires over to Hoskins, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Here is Gleyber Torres. First pitch, not close. Foul ball there. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Two down, bases empty. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. And that clips the inside corner. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side in the ninth. 3 up, 3 down that time. Bottom part of the order. 7, 8, 9. 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Tigers 3 and the Brewers 2. Back now and on the mound, the closer, Bo Brisky.
Now this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the 1-run game better than a comfortable 3-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
Oliver Dunn up now for the Brewers. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. And that's downstairs and outside. In the air, center field. Meadows settles under this one. And it's caught for the out. He's 2 outs away. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. And the first offering is not close. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. And delivers outside. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Green settles under it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Terang swings through it for strike one.
No ball.
A
One strike.
one-run lead. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Lifted to left, and this should do it. And that'll do it. The Tigers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, a real balanced ball game, 3-2 score. We saw some hitting at times. We saw some good pitching at other times, and I think very balanced, very pleasurable game, I think, for the fans as well as for us up here in the booth. Watching the execution by both teams was really impressive. They did it in all facets of the game.